Last night I had Black Belt Chris mount me. Now Black Belt Chris is a 5'9", 260-pound, 52-year-old fire hydrant of a man. This mount escape has been my go-to for a long time, and it worked really well again last night. So I'm like, old guy crew, they need this. Xande Ribeiro is going to show it. There's a couple things in here that I know will immediately help you in pulling this off. Xande, what are we doing here, kid?
First, I'm trying to do all of this, and it's not happening. Now I'm using my elbow, and I'm pushing. Guys, look at many mount videos. This. What's happening here? I'm pushing his thigh into my thigh. Physics, it's not going to happen. So if Bernardo would happen to mount me the way he likes, go. Boom. First thing I want to do is I want to create a little space here. Boom. See?
That first thing, okay, a couple things. Getting that hand in first, you got to recognize you're about to be mounted. If you are mounted, you might have to do like a baby bridge to get your arm in. Now, what he's going to talk about, that left hand you see there, where he's going to go, or where ideally he wants to go, actually is on Bernardo's hip, and he'll show it.
Now he's already working some dilemmas. He wants to work my elbow. But guess what? My elbow doesn't matter. He can pull the elbow. Só que pull the elbow.
You didn't have the whole escape.
Now I have this side to do my whole escape. Okay? So one thing that I see, especially when you talk about elbow escape, guys. So what happens is, if I think elbow right away, now my body is crunching. And guess what? Now you have all of this to come a little, yeah, see, now it's a problem. But when I go into this posture, and you...
That posture, how I teach it, is I'm telling guys, hey, pretend like you're performing CPR on the guy's hip. That is how you want your hands, ideally, to be on their hip.
Hug me, go hug. See, it's kind of off. And now I'm working where I'm the strongest, which is my hip. Because, just here. What happens here? A lot of people go, 1, 2, 3. It's too much. And look where I am. So I like to position myself, Bernardo. Now I have 1, 1, 2.
Yeah, so should you almost...
Right, he's demonstrating it without a partner, makes it look super easy. Essentially, though, that is the movement. But let's get into a little bit more.
Can you say that you're stretching his arm?
Yeah, I'm using my her here.
Yeah.
My Vortex there. Because now I have this strong arm. It's almost like I have a cut here.
Yeah.
Basically, what he's saying with the whole Vortex and his other stuff, you know, Portuguese translation to English, they mix up, they don't mix it up, but they don't always have good words where they can think of to translate to English, right? So basically, just think stiff arm, and the way I describe it is you're actually tensing your core as well. So if he's talking about your Vortex, what I do and what works for me, again, tensing up the core and engaging those muscles really helps.
Stop that. Forget about your elbow. Just close your fist, stretch your arm, and shimmy up. Head down, shimmy up, shimmy up, shimmy up. No bump. I didn't say bump.
Did you see that, guys? That is so automatically programmed. That's Bernardo. Bernardo is like a 5-time world champion. He was given a simple instruction, and automatically, because of habit, he started to bridge. That is not the movement. So when you're repping this and you're practicing, make sure you're not bridging. That's not the movement.
Just try to walk up a little bit. Yes. See, now I'm like,
You got it.
Straight more. Okay, straight more. Yes.
And you put hand with your hand over there?
You can, if that helps you. But a lot of times, I'm just pretty much like that. Okay. Because I want this hand more on my hip.
Got it.
Okay, head down. Now you start to look for this leg on the ground. Boom, that's it.
And nice keeping.
See, look, it's gonna create a dilemma. If I put my weight here, I open.
Essentially, what this is you're sliding your leg. When you push, right, when you do the CPR on the hip, you push them back, it off balances your training partner and it allows you to slide your leg underneath. Don't worry, we're going to get to the old Quadzilla guy coming up. Don't you worry.
There. And see, connect elbow to the knee.
Elbow to the... over here.
Uh-huh. Go back. Now maybe I'm going to put a lot of weight here. Now hips cave, elbow to the knee. Exactly.
Good.
You're back there.
Good.
Okay? And also, if you're so strong here, head down, super strong, and even if I head down, even if I go here, you feel like that's getting a little weaker.
Yep.
Now a little bump.
Yeah.
Right there. Now hip switch. Boom. Now you're back. Preparedness of it is where relies the secret.
Exactly what he said. The preparedness is the secret of this escape. Essentially, you have to be willing to accept that you're going to be mounted. If you compete IBJJF, you should know they have to settle that mount for 3 seconds. So it's okay to accept a mount position for a second to get into the better position to work the escape, meaning this.
Good.
Okay?
Specifically
and of course,
this
sometimes, and there's a different little setup here. When you go punch the arm, head down, posture.
Head down.
Like if you want to push, you like in this direction. Yes! See, now it's like,
I got it.
see, this is nothing.
You don't have to
Go and take this, boom.
Is sometimes your training partner, their leg goes out so wide when you push, you can just bring your knee up and insert a hook and go right into a butterfly sweep.
And then sometimes, I may be a little strong here. Turn your hip sideways more. Yeah, sometimes a little too strong. Step over. Step up.
What he's talking about here is if you have Quadzilla guy, you can turn completely sideways and capture the foot.
Left foot over, yes. Bump, and now catch it again. Exactly. Yeah, oh my God, bam, you're right there, right? So,
bad camera angle, but basically you can tell Bernardo has his knees all the way up into his armpits.
You understand? Try not to me to do that. Go. Just hold me. Ready? Go. Right.
So what he did in order to create space is he put his arms, he folded them like the I Dream of Jeannie when she's going to make a wish. He folded them like that and used those as a frame. And the visualization is wiggling yourself out of something really tight. That is essentially what you have to do until you can get your hands into that CPR frame against his hip and start working the escape.
I got it. And you got it.
And now I'm back into this whole process.
No, but it's a very cool process because, for example, my goal here is always to try to go as high as I can, right? So if I get here, that's kind of like the worst thing that can happen. So your goal is to go as low as you can, right?
Well, because look at this. Just physics.
Yeah.
See, put the weight down. See, but my hips are not strong.
Yeah.
So I want to go where I can create the most power.
I got it.
But if I'm just like this, you still can kind of dismantle, by doing that, by hooking my leg, hook my leg, and then I'm like that.
Yep.
So I have to still be here.
Got it.
That's my whole problem.
If you get one leg down immediately when someone mounts you, they're going to have a hard time with your legs. It is a defense actually to make both your legs flat and spread them out like a snow angel. That's a mount defense as well. But for this particular move, dropping that one leg flat on the side that you want to go to, doing that right away makes things much easier.
Process.
Got it.
My glutes are and I'm there.
Got it.
That's my whole goal. See, I'm there.
Yep.
What would you do there?
Man, here's maybe. Yeah, here I can see that you're gonna.
You see, like it gets a little weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does get weird.
Then I can go here, create the frame.
That's amazing.
And then go back in.
I'm going to show that frame again because earlier in the video when I was talking about you could insert a hook if you create enough space, that frame shows exactly that.
It's a little weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now I can,
Then I know it's coming.
then I can go here, create.
That can actually turn into a hook if you want it to. He could also use his left leg and reinsert that and go double butterflies if you get that kind of elevation. You would be surprised how people react once you get this down. You get a lot of different reactions and it opens things up a lot. At least it does for me. And that's today's little translation of this simple but very useful mount escape. Guys, if you have comments, questions, anything to add, just drop them, right? Give a guy a thumbs up, helps the algorithm, right? All that kind of stuff. Maybe even consider subscribing. See you guys.